We're ready to go.
Plan brought to you by Parks and Recreation, City of Mobile, Alabama. Make a plan today because severe weather can happen anytime and in any part of the country. And here on the Gulf Coast, we have lots of severe weather. We've got tornadoes, hurricanes, flash floods, hail, damaging winds, thunderstorms. And these can cause hazardous conditions. Your family may not be together if disaster strikes. So it's important to know which one of these disasters could affect your area and know how you'll contact one another and reconnect if separated. What we need to do is today establish a family meeting place that's familiar and easy to find. Step 1. A plan. Some of the things you want to talk about and think is, how do I receive these emergency alerts and warnings? Most people get them by phone, radio, and television. Then you want to think about, where will I shelter? Will I shelter at home? Will I go to a family member or to the nearest designated community center? Then you want to think about your evacuation route. If the storm's coming from the east, you're going to run west to Houston. Or is it coming from the west? Then you want to run east to Tallahassee, north to Montgomery or Birmingham. Obviously, here in Mobile, we wouldn't go south to the Gulf. We have in this PowerPoint video a 8-page preparedness plan that you can take the time out and create with your family. It's brought to us by FEMA. This is a great way to have an evening together where you can collect and share and practice emergency preparedness. Some of the things you'll need is an emergency preparedness kit, and we will discuss this in later weeks. Or you can go to the FEMA website and you can get that list today. Also, now that we have the coronavirus going on, you need to check with the Centers for Disease Control and get an update to emergency plans due to the virus. And also, you'll want to include in your emergency preparedness kits disinfectants, face coverings. Household, do you need to help elderly parents or people in your family with young children? Where are some of the places that you normally go, and which would be the best place? Would you meet at Walmart? Would you meet at home? Would you meet at Pawpaw's house? You need to think about, are you diabetic, or do you need an EpiPen for allergies? Any medications you or your animals would have. And I will say that most emergency centers do not allow you to take pets unless it's a CNI dog or some kind of service animal. You need to have things planned for your kids so that the ones that are small age will have something to do. You'll want to plan out, how are you going to charge your phones if you don't have electricity. Always keep gas in the car because you might have to flee, and if you do, it'd be better to take one car as opposed to two, so there's less people getting a chance to get separated from your family. There's also You'll want to decide if you want to stay in your own home. Do you have a basement, a safe room, or go to the lowest floor? Night. You can role play. You can have a favorite dessert while you're filling out this plan as a family. This presentation will be 8 pages.
Being prepared is a part of who you are. But it's especially important in the case of a disaster. It's up to everyone to make a plan about possible emergencies in your area and the best responses for your personal circumstances. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Be informed, make a plan, build a kit,